Okay, welcome back to part 2 of Gundam Extreme versus Menus. As I was previously stating, this bottom one here is the pilot skills, I'm going to say it, I believe. Again, I'm not Japanese, I don't know exactly what that says. So 5 would be that your pilot knows how to handle the suit, and he can, you know, use more thruster. I believe it's just like your handling, you know. Like, oh, I have a level 5 skill, so I can use the thruster more without it depleting quickly. I believe that's what that is. Again, I'm not Japanese, so I don't know fully. Okay. This is ranked match. So this is your online versus match where you play in a ranked match. It's leaderboards, you know, this is the one that, you know, all the players that are strong and all have done. You know, I'm in America, so I don't really play that just because I'm not sure if I could handle it online capabilities-wise. But, you know, try it. Maybe someone could. This is player match, so this is the unranked version where I just want to have fun. You know, I don't care about, you know, oh, I'm ranked 5,000 out of, you know, 2 billion or something. So you got ranked and player match. This is the missions. This is more or less like the story mode type deal where you can battle through. This is the briefing room, which you can look at all your things, like your pilot data, your replay room, your rankings, and your gallery. So rankings would be, let me see, I think that's the online. Yes, okay, so this is online. You have to have an online internet connection with PSN actively signed in and being used to see your rankings in the world, I believe. This is the gallery. Well, let me show you the gallery. This is the gallery where you can view the mobile suit list, the character list, the movie list, the BGM list, and the emblem list. So as you can see, the game is in Japanese, but you just have to look for the tiny English print everywhere because it does give people leeways, because Bandai and the other game creators was like, their anime and this game is going to reach worldwide, so let's add small English into it. As you can see, this is your status. I believe this is your online status. I've never played any online matches, as you can see. I don't have a favorite suit. I don't have anything done for online. So there's that. This is the arcade run. That beginning one I showed you in part 1, where you would go through a couple courses, and you'd have choices to choose from, and there's a big listing. We'll show that in a totally separate video, and we'll probably have multiple parts to that, because again, I apologize, I don't have a premium account. I can only do 15-minute long videos, and I'm also not using a high-powered, you know, camera device of some kind. This is the trial mission record, which is all those missions you get. Every time you come in here, the characters will change. So, this is just level information, where blue being easy, purple being the hardest. They all have special names and ranks. This is your BGM menu, which you can edit. So, I believe what this is that I press triangle. Sorry, no. I press circle, I go to music information, and I believe maybe I could upload my own music that's off my hard drive, and then number 31 would be my 2008-09 Joe Nice song thing. I'll do some Joe Nice maybe and inform you guys later of what that is, who that is, and what type of music that is. But for now, nope, you don't get any of that. Okay. So, I've showed you a lot. I've showed you basically how to handle everything. Let's go to settings. If you read in the tiny small circle, you may or may not be able to read it. This is game configuration. So this is, you know, all your settings. You know, this are the settings that the, I believe, arcade run would use. I believe, okay, yeah, see, top left corner of this setting, it'll say arcade settings. And then you use the video that I showed you what all these mean, and you know, you can change the arcade settings to be easier, to be harder, and to be whatnot. So I'm just going to change these a little bit. I don't know why they're like that. Just press X when you're done and they'll be saved. This is your key configuration. So if you want to use your own custom style and map out the buttons, there you go, you can do that. This is the sound configuration. Don't like the sound, want to change it. Oh, I want to listen to BGM today instead of... I want to listen to the music, I don't want to hear the sound effects or voices. I don't give a shit about the voices, you know? All the voices in Japanese, so you won't understand them. If you do, then you're Japanese, and you obviously don't need to see this video. But hey, that means you're Japanese. You got a great game, and you can understand every fully part of it without having to have explained or just have fun. Okay, so these are the type of screens you can have. You have normal type and centered type. Which normal type is obviously everything spread out on the sides of it, where in center type, everything gets like brought in. I just use normal type usually. I mean, it doesn't usually bother me. I just use normal type. I never really change that. And that's for player 1. This is player 2. This is for 2-player configuration. So you can either have horizontal or, you know, vertical, however you guys want to play. So if you want to set that for playing, there you go. So there's a little information that shows you, yes, you can play 2-player split screen on this game. I forgot to show you the last one. This is the replay configuration. This you'll have to look up online because, again, I'm not Japanese and I have no idea what that says. So, I won't be able to show you what replay configuration is. It's replay configuration, probably on or off, allowing you to videotape the matches or something. I'm not sure. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Let's see. It is only 6 minutes. This video may not be as long as possible. So, I'm going to show you a little bit of the arcade run right now. I'm not going to show you the full run, but just as a select menu. So you select your suit, you can choose random if you're like, oh, I can beat it on anything. And then, or you can choose a suit you like. I'm just going to choose Armor and Gundam to show you this. This was the original Gundam that started the entire series. Okay, then you see you're in here. You start off by selecting your first stage. 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F. You have F route, E route, D route, C route, B route, and A route. A route's the easiest, B being normal, C, it's like, here's the easiest, here's easy, here's normal, here's hard, here's like harder, and then here's like chaos, extreme. This is the hardest route. So if you think you're good, and you think I don't even really need a partner to play, this is the route you want to be on. So as you can see, the medals that you'll see floating above the routes mean the ones I've completed. As you can see, I've done a couple of the harder routes, and very few of the extreme chaos routes. But as you complete certain routes, if you get stronger and you complete it, you'll be able to open a new route, which will allow you to show you the EX route, which is like the special harder route, or the harder version of that route. At the very end, you'll fight the Extreme Gundam, I believe is what it's called, in Extreme Verse, which he has 3 different types depending on the route you completed, where I believe route A, he uses like a sword funnel type, where he's like a multi-range, all-range like sword user. Instead of, using his hands, he just flies swords at you. 1B, I believe he uses an all-range type shooting one. So he will not attack you with melee, but he will blow you away with his cannons, his plasma cannons, and all that. Again, 8C would be, I believe, his melee one. So he would use a melee where he just uses a giant sword and he has no long-range abilities. So that's like, oh, well, I'll just fly away and he won't get me. No, not entirely. I'll play this later. I'm just showing you right now. 1D would be the same as 8A, I believe. 8E would be the same as 8B. And 8F would be the same as 8C. I believe. I'm not sure because I've never played 8D, 8E, or 8C. So you'll have to show me if it's different, or, I'll figure it out by the time you show me. But again, not showing you that, just showing you the menus and all. Again, tag play, single play. Free battle. This is mission mode. We're going to show you this. Trial mission. This is the, master. So, you got the beginning, which is, this is the first one. This will, show you the mechanics of the game, and they're pretty easy. As you can see, I've completely S-ranked the game. Press circle. This will tell you more about it. You can select your suit, and you can level them up. So, you can actually, increase the level of your suit from the standard arcade version to, fully maxed out to slightly mid to high. As you can see, a lot of my suits are starting to be finally upgraded. I've played this game for a while. But each one will change your level of your suit. Again, I don't know a lot of these, so this is just up to you to figure out. I know the top one is your health bar. The top, let's see here. Press triangle when you're on your suit you want to upgrade, and you'll go left or right on your bar to increase it. The top one here is its health. This one would increase your unit's HP of how much damage you can sustain before you're taken out. I believe one of these two increases your guys' attacks. This one would increase your shooting abilities, while this one increases your melee abilities and how much damage you deal. I'm not entirely certain on those. This, I really have no idea. The CPU, I believe that's how great the suit pilots when it's controlled by a computer. I'm believing that's what it is. I'm pretty sure. The EX, I'm not entirely sure what that does. That's your special ability. Maybe it increases the length of it, of how long you can hold it. Maybe it increases the duration, maybe it's the time limit thing. Maybe it increases how much you gain. I'm not sure. All I know for certain is this increases your suit's health of how much damage you can take. You gain MP mission points. You gain those at the end of every mission. Again, this is just going through the information. Pressing square will allow you to equip special skills. You can only have one, which EX will increase how much you gain, where this one will give you a full set of EX when you start. There are special ones where if you read it, this takes 500 points off your suit. So instead of being a 3,000 suit, it's a 2,500 and vice versa. Now there is one special one, this one. Mission points. It increases the mission points you receive by doing multiplication formula of some kind. I'm not Japanese, but you use MP, level 1, you'll look for the giant MP, and that will increase how many missions points you gain at the end of the match. I believe instead of having original difficulty level, it increases the difficulty level to 0.15. So the mission will be harder, but if you can complete it with this skill, you'll gain 1.2% more mission points. So, I mean, it's good. It helps, So, okay, so this one would... Okay, so again, we're not going to show you this. So, okay, see, here, you have a CPU and you. So, obviously you control one. I believe in this mission mode you can only play by yourself and a computer. So, okay, here. I'd play as Kiryamato, Strike Freedom, and this guy would be Afazala as my partner. And you would come down here and press yes. Now, if you can read Japanese, the blue one is victory. Do this to complete the mission. The red central one is die. This is how you fail the mission. The purple one is a special setting, which I believe would be getting the emblem so you can get these special skills unlocked. You have to get the certain emblems to get these skills unlocked. As you can see, I don't have number 3, 4, 5, or 10. So you'd have to complete, I believe, the purple setting, and you would get a special skill. I don't know what they say. I'm not Japanese. This final one would be you completing the final stage, which all the stages are different. What you have to do is different. So you also have different paths. You have, blue, yellow, blue, baby blue, green, brown, and purple. And like I said before, all these characters will change. Every time you come in, it'll be a different face from the Gundam universe. So, also remember, Circle and X are switched in this game. Good day.